with you, one diagram which captures the stages of, consciousness. So you can see a diagram where there are 10 stages, no? Right?
Yeah.
So, you see one elephant is there and a monkey is there and a man in ochre or some robe is having a gourd and a rope in his hand, right? And he's trying to chase down this elephant and the monkey. And then, slowly you will see that the head of the elephant and the head of the monkey is becoming white. Then as you go further along, the entire head of the elephant and the monkey has become white, the rabbit has become white. Then more and more whiteness is increasing as you go further along. Then at this stage, around stage 7, this monkey and rabbit have become completely white and they are about to say goodbye. The elephant has become almost white, only the rear legs are a little bit black. Then the elephant has become completely white, and then here, and then here. So these are called the 10 stages of development of consciousness during meditation. So this diagram was developed by some enlightened Buddhist monk in some monastery thousands of years ago, maybe 1500 years ago. So this is a very beautiful diagram, and why I am showing this is because रूपम्बिका भी मैं बिजी हूँ, मैं बाद में बात करता हूँ. So this diagram was developed by some Buddhist monk, enlightened being, to guide them on this their journey, because they are all seekers, right? So for any seeker, it's a very good map to see where they are. So let me explain to you what this diagram means. So this is the stage 1. So these numbers that you see, they represent the stages of development. So 1, 2, 3, there are stages, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At each stage, you will see some progress. So what is stage 1? At stage 1 is when we take a decision to do something about our mind's unconsciousness. Now, theories of personality, those who have studied with me, you know that we discuss Sigmund Freud. And for the benefit of Sneha, Hemant and other MBA students, Sigmund Freud is the father of modern psychology, and he says that our mind is mostly unconscious. Only little part is conscious. Maybe 2 to 3% mind is conscious, remaining is unconscious. So, because of this unconsciousness, we make many mistakes. Because of which we invite unanticipated miseries also, challenges also, problems also in our life. And also when we meet challenges, we are not able to cope with them without getting perturbed or disturbed. So if we want to cope with our life better and create a better life, we need our mind to become more conscious. That is what growing our light means. Growing our light means in step by small step, making our mind less and less unconscious and more conscious. Now, if you look at theories of personality and people like Freud, they believe that personality is frozen at the age of 6. It can't grow much. But then, we discussed Carl Gustav Jung, right? Who talked about the fact that a person can grow so much that individuation can happen, where a person can become very enlightened, right? So, in a way, this diagram is more relatable with Jung's theory than Freud's theory. But anyways, even forget any theory, the basic idea is that out of the 100% of the mind capacity which is available to us, only few percentage is available to us to be used consciously. If you close your eyes and just see how much you know and understand about yourself, you will see that you know very little about yourself, isn't it? Why your mood changes, why you become angry with something, or why you become upset with something, or why you are anxious about something. No, you know that you are anxious, but you don't know why you are anxious. From where is it coming? Why it is coming? So that all that represents or gets represented by this black elephant. This elephant in this diagram represents your subconscious mind or unconscious mind. And the person in the robe here represents the one who is trying to make the mind conscious. And the monkey that you see leading the elephant in the stage 1, that monkey is the waywardness of the normal person's intellect. It gets tempted by one thing or another thing, runs in this direction or that direction, 100 directions. Thousands of desires are there, and we don't know why these desires are there. And then we waste our life chasing them here and there. Then such a person, when he or she sits for meditation, what is meditation? Meditation is focusing upon one thing at a time. Let's say you are focusing upon your breath, which is a very simple meditation. So if you start focusing upon your breath, you will notice that if you are at stage 1, after a very brief moment of time, maybe few seconds or a minute or 2 minutes, the mind wanders away. You are not able to focus upon the breath. Then again, no, you have to bring the mind back, and again it wanders away. So the wandering away tendency very easily, is represented by the stage 1. Now why it is happening? Because our mind is not yet sufficiently strengthened, sufficiently purified. Our mind is still very, very unconscious. So this unconsciousness, this person in the robe, which is the seeker in us, the intelligent person in us, which wants a better life, is trying to gain control over the mind. That is the stage 1. But he finds that he is not succeeding very quickly because of the darkness of the mind, the elephant, and the waywardness of the intellect, which is the monkey. Stage 1. Then in stage 2, you see that because of continuous practice, little bit of light is growing inside the elephant and the monkey, which means the conscious intellect is becoming more mature, the monkey, that is the monkey, and the unconscious mind also is becoming a little bit more mature, which means it makes little bit better choices. And how it manifests during meditation is when you sit for meditation, your concentration deepens and you can sustain your focus on the breath for a longer period of time. I am saying breath just for convenience, but you can meditate upon anything. Let's say Jesus Christ or Ganesha or anyone, your Ishta Devata. You can focus your attention for a little bit longer time. Then in stage 3, you will see that the person in the robe has been able to put the rope around the elephant. Okay, which means that now the elephant is under some kind of discipline now, and the head has become much more vertical. And the same with the monkey, which means again the light is growing further and further. Maturity is increasing day by day, day by day, day by day. And now the elephant and the monkey are looking towards the man. What it means is that now this monkey and the elephant are not only running after the worldly, temptations, materialistic desires, but they're also listening to the calling of the inner wisdom. This man now becomes inner wisdom. You can call it the voice of your soul. Okay. It is the soul which was prompting us to start to control our mind. Because our soul was having some kind of innate maturity to first of all start the process in stage 1. The very fact that you came together here to discuss with me or to sit with me is showing that you have a desire to conquer the unconsciousness of your mind. You want to grow your light. Okay, that is stage 1. Then as you progress, you reach stage 3. Now the mind is actually paying attention to what the inner guidance is prompting. And now when you sit for meditation, you can sit for much, much longer time. Now a rabbit has appeared here. There's a new entry here. Now what it means is that now when a new distraction comes, it's a very concrete distraction and your mind is occupied with only that one thing. Earlier your mind used to get running here and there in a very wild manner. But now it can remain more focused, and even when some distraction comes, it's one thing at a time. So mind's tendency to get distracted has become very, very less, very little. So concentration has increased many, many fold. Even by stage 3, if someone can reach, that itself is a very powerful mind. This rabbit can be one idea, one goal, one purpose, like PhD, Ajit was sharing. and that itself we can focus upon and complete it very successfully, for example. So at stage 3 itself, when we work in a professional job, we can be a very, very brilliant person. We can focus with absolute concentration and passion, okay, with very little distraction. And by the time we reach stage 4, we can see that elephant has become even more white, and elephant's eyes, you can see, they are more docile and humble. Here in the stage 3, the eyes have more defiance, little bit of tendency that I already know what is there to know more. But in stage 4, you can see from the elephant's eyes, it is more receptive. It understands that it is quite ignorant, and the teacher can teach quite a lot, and the soul can teach quite a lot. Okay. So now the rope is very much strongly in control of the elephant, and the elephant is very much now tamed by now. And the monkey also, which is the conscious intellect, is very much receptive to the inner intuition. So we can also call it the inner intuition, this person which is trying to control the mind. Right? And by the stage 5, you can see this person or our intuition has gone ahead of us, ahead of the elephant. Now the elephant is not guided by the monkey, but guided by the inner wisdom, inner intuition. And by stage 6, the rabbit is sitting by the wayside, and the monkey is barely hanging on to the tail of the elephant. It means the unconscious wildness which the monkey represents is about to leave us. Now nothing about us will be wild after some time. Everything will be very, very beautiful, harmonized, synchronized. You know, it will be as we wish. No one else can force us to do things because of money or because of fear or because of anything. At stage 7, you can see the monkey and the rabbit are saying bye-bye. They have left. And now we and our mind, our inner wisdom and our mind are in much more better tune with one another. And at this level, mind has become a beautiful tool. We can use it for beautiful purposes. And by stage 8, the mind, elephant, has become very sattvic. It is being led very peacefully by the inner wisdom, inner intuition. And by this stage, your meditation has become immensely powerful and blissful. You know, you are in touch with your inner light, so to say, very much. You enjoy it also a lot. The elephant also enjoys it a lot. And then, you know, in stage 9, when you sit in meditation, or when you sit, you simply sit. The mind doesn't run here and there. And the elephant is in absolute bliss. So whenever you sit peacefully, whether on a bus or a flight, anywhere, nothing to do, then you just immerse in yourself in bliss. In a way, you are in touch with divine consciousness. And by stage 10, you have gained enlightenment. You have become one with the divine consciousness. As you can see, this person flying in the sky, this person with a sword, that is celebrating victory. Now you have achieved victory over the mind. Your mind is your beautiful tool. And then in the final stage, you can see this man flying, means that you have become what is called a supremely enlightened being. There is nothing for you to now learn, in the sense that you know the supreme truth. You are the supreme truth. You have become a Buddha. Because it's coming from a Buddhist tradition. That is what they will call. You have become a Buddha. So this is what it is. Would I explain properly?
Yes, sir.
This is a good one, sir. Yeah.
So I think this is a very nice one. It is a good map. It is a good map.